Amy, because I know you're busy, even though you're working from home. Let's get this party started.
Let's go.
So, Amy, tell the people watching, what does Virgin Money do? So
Virgin Money is a bank. We are a bank in the UK, and we're actually now the 6th biggest bank in the UK. So we've got a customer base of nearly 6 million people, around 6 million people. So we do a lot of personal banking, so your current accounts, your credit cards, and we've got a lot of fantastic offers. We also do business banking as well, so 25 months free business banking. So my personal motto is, if you're going to do something, try not to pay for it where you can.
I like that.
Other things as well. So yesterday, for example, I went into one of the universities in Birmingham and I was doing some training around financial education. I did a little bit of fraud awareness, so we can come and talk to anybody about any of that. We've done a couple of sessions over Zoom, and now we're starting to get back to face, which is very exciting. We also absolutely love our city stores, so we've got one in Birmingham on New Street.
Okay.
A couple of others around the country as well. The reason why we love these stores so much is we're expecting them to come a bit of a community hub in the next kind of 6 months or so. Let's hope. I've been saying this for a while. Obviously with COVID, we are quite secure at the moment. So these city hubs we absolutely love because they've got 2 meeting rooms in Birmingham. So one's got about 10 seats and the other's got about 12, and they open up into one big room. So these are bookable for anybody, whether you're a customer or not.
Oh.
One side I absolutely love is floor to ceiling whiteboard. They've got screens on either side, so if you do presentations, yeah, I know, yeah. So I've been practicing my presentations in there whilst they're still quiet. You just plug your laptop in and then you present on the big screen. So again, if you've got any training that you were thinking of doing, or if, like a lot of them are, I'm sure the people watching, small business owners, will be opening up our co-working spaces hopefully in the next 3 months. So if you're in Birmingham and fancied, you're one of those people that take your laptop everywhere like myself, and you just fancy coming and sitting down, doing a little bit of work before you go off on your Christmas shopping. Yeah, I'm going to go there, I'm going to say the C word. So we do a lot of work as well.
Swearing on my show.
I know, absolutely. I know we're on the final countdown now. So we do a lot of different things as well. So happy to talk to anybody about their finances. We're doing a lot of work kind of in the next 3 to 6 months around financial education and financial awareness, budgeting, as I'm sure a lot of families are going through a lot of different changes with their finances at the moment. So my personal mission is, just getting more people to talk about their finances and be open, because the worst thing you can do is bury your head in the sand.
Wow, Amy, Jacklin, I'll tell you, you're going to be the CEO soon. Well, maybe not soon, maybe in a couple of years. You know your stuff, girl. Oh my gosh, what an ambassador you are for Virgin Money. If your boss is watching, this girl's on fire. Promotion, please. So you mentioned about the training rooms that people can hire. I mean, is this just for customers or for any business? I mean, how much does it cost?
It's completely free. All of the things that I've talked about today, completely free.
Stop. You don't listen. Anyone who's just heard what she said, ignore it. I'm coming over there next week. Wow, that's amazing. So I could organize a training session for some Birmingham business owners, say, oh, we're going to go meet in Virgin Money. Wow. That's a secret that's just got out. Wow, I'll be talking to you about that later on. That's fantastic. So, I mean, because Virgin has always kind of been known as being a kind of hip brand, if that makes sense. I mean, you mentioned becoming the 6th biggest bank in the UK. I mean, it's almost like you've appeared from nowhere and you're just there now. I mean, why should we consider using Virgin Money for our banking?
So I'm not a financial advisor, I will say this, and do your research beforehand, but we do have a range of fantastic products. So as you mentioned, if people switch to us, we do offer £150 worth of Virgin Experience Day vouchers, soon to be potentially £150 worth of Virgin wines, take your pick. So again, on the run up to the C word, fantastic to think about. We have an award-winning digital banking platform. So a lot of people now, especially after the last 18 months, may have gone from doing their banking in stores to over the phone and via an app, which is so much easier, saves you so much more time, and it's a really great way. So if you're struggling with your budgeting, maybe one of those people that goes a little bit over on their budget, especially myself, I know I'm terrible for it. It's great tools to help you track your spending. It also does a lot of other things, like if you get one of these bits of paper in the post called a check, you can pay that in on the app as well. Saves you.
There's nothing wrong with checks. Young whippersnapper, I know what you're getting at.
We've actually worked really hard on our business banking proposition. So I know a lot of people might be paying for their business banking, and you know, sometimes it can one of the guys I work with, he says that his goes to maybe £400 or £500 a year, he pays in business banking fees if he works it all out. So we do have that fantastic 25 months free business banking offer. We're actually looking at expanding our business banking app as well, so that it will have everything to do with your business on the app. We also are doing a lot of work within sustainability in banking. So personally, I think this is really interesting, but it's not for everybody's cup of tea. So we're working on our greener lending. So we actually brought out a proposition this year where if people buy a new build house, you actually can get a better rate on your mortgage if the house is more sustainable, which is
now. Wow.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? Really good. And the same goes for business lending. So actually we're looking at doing a lot of work with our customers around how sustainable is your business, because I think there was research done this year, and it's 60 to 70% of consumers now will put their money where their mouth is, and they're more likely to put more money into businesses that are actually more sustainable. So we've just recently this week brought out an app that is called the Sustainable Business Banking app, and it actually rates your business on how sustainable it is.
Good grief.
And it can actually tell you if there's any good changes that you could make, so maybe some really small ones, maybe some bigger changes that will actually get you in a better position, and more people will buy from your business if you then are more sustainable. So it's a really great tool, and that's in collaboration with the Future Fit Foundation. So we do a lot of other things as well. So if you're a customer of Virgin Money, you actually get discounts on other Virgin products.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you do. So for example, Virgin Media, if you get the bundle discount, you for 18 months you do get a really big discount on your Virgin Media. And Virgin Experience Days, of course, I think you get about 25% off. So it's really good. And again, I'm going to say this for the third time, I won't mention it again, but for Christmas, it's a really, really great opportunity. I'm not going to say it anymore, I promise. Yeah, anything like that, if you've got small kids and you're thinking about Christmas presents, and especially after not being able to do anything for the last 18 months, it's a really great way of getting things booked in the diary for next year.
The amount of vouchers I lost because of the other C word. We won't mention that either. We don't do any swearing on this show whatsoever. Now, you did mention music gigs.
Absolutely.
Tell me more about the music gigs. You know, who can we expect to see at Virgin if we pop by?
So I can't give away too many secrets, and I want to call this afternoon a little bit about more. But if you remember, now this is a little bit before my time, I will say. So Richard Branson, his first business was Virgin Records.
Of course.
So we've worked really hard over the last few years to move more into supporting the music business.
Right.
So we have, I think last year we started off 3 emerging stars. So they're quite young artists that we think are going to go really far in life. So we've started them off, we've given them, I think, a couple of years promo. We give them a £10,000 grant, and we tell them we'll support you in the future in getting up and rolling as a
wow.
Yeah, it's really good. So for example, there's Dylan, there's Lila Vargan, and a couple of other people. So they're quite small at the moment, but we do think they're going to go really far. So for example, we did in August Up at the O2. So they had the artists would play, and we gave them a platform to do that. So we sponsored the whole thing, and they played to small audience. Of course, we're building up to bigger audiences.
Yeah.
And yeah, so in the O2 in Edinburgh, I want to say, or Glasgow, and then the O2 in London, we also have our Club M rooms. So being a customer with Virgin Money, you do get exclusive access to these things, or exclusive rates and discounts to go and see them and go to these Virgin Club rooms. So when it comes to our stores, we're thinking, I think the idea behind it is the old banking halls are out, cash is down, cash is no longer king. How can we reuse these spaces?
How can we, get people in to speak to,
Absolutely. So kind of hopefully next year, I was hoping this year, but hopefully next year we'll be looking to have these artists come and play at our bank, at our stores. So we're really excited for that. So I'll be managing that. And I'm really looking forward to it. So it's really thinking about how can we reuse these spaces and give back to our customers. So hopefully these artists are going to play at the bank as well. And next year we'll be looking for 3 more emerging stars.
Wow.
So if I have my way, I would love to have like an open mic night at the store to maybe show some of these talents off. Hopefully.
I've been told I can sing, you know.
Oh,
no, I'm joking. I can't. Absolutely not. Oh dear. Hey, we've had a few people join us. I'm sure I see this comment. Hey, Natasha Gordon, thanks for joining us. Hey, Julie Allen, long time no see. And Julie says she has an emerging star for you.
Oh, amazing. Definitely. Tell them to connect with me on LinkedIn, and we'll see if there's any work that we can do in the future, or if I get this open mic night up and running, might be looking for local talent. Absolutely.
Well, she's actually married to one, and yeah, I know about her. Her husband is smooth, man. He should be on TV. In fact, he's on TV. He's an actor, a singer. Yeah, he's good. You guys connect, just connect, and yeah, get it on. Amy, how did you get into this role? I mean, did you always want to be in financial services when you were younger?
So I really wanted to work for the NHS when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I left
segue, man. Like,
I know, definitely. So I've had a very varied career so far. I did go into university, so I did 18 months in the NHS. I was a qualified first aider, and I really enjoyed what I did. But I thought at such a young age, it was probably the right thing for me to take some time out, maybe decide whether I wanted to go back into it or not in the future. I then left university. I kind of started my own business at the same time. So I was doing quite a few different things. I was doing a lot of volunteering as well. So I became a face-to-face fundraiser for the best part of the year. And I worked for charities. I worked for Cancer Research UK. I worked for a homeless charity, St Mungo's, and I worked for Marie Curie. So this all gave me great experience in talking to different people, but also talking about really serious things. And I really worked well with St Mungo's, the homeless charity. I raised a lot of money for them. I think I raised, over the course of the best part of the year, I raised about £50,000 for different charities.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But the time came, the weather turned, and I thought, I don't want to be outside anymore. So I worked at Virgin Money, because one of our big ethoses is working in the community. I kind of said, well, this is what I've done. I've raised £50,000 for charity. I really like getting involved in the local community. And they offered me the job. So I worked in Coventry, and literally, I think the week I started, I said, right, can we do a charity fundraiser for Christmas? I'm going to do all of these things. I'm going to start out a massive raffle. And it kind of went from there. So I did loads of different things. We always used to do like a collection for different charities. So kids that spent the holidays in like in hospital, we managed to get them loads of gifts and loads of things. And we worked with local charities to do that. It got to the point where there might be like stalls and fairs and things. And I made sure that Virgin Money always had a stall there, so that we could talk to different people. And the financial awareness training came up, and I did really well with it. So we would talk to different people.
Yeah. And
we also do a thing where we'll go to 9 to 11-year-olds. We'll go to the schools or different community groups, and we'll talk to them. So it's called Make £5 Grow. So we give each child a loan of £5. No interest, don't worry. We're not gonna you know, we could give them, you know, 100, 200, 300 pounds for a class and go, right, okay, we're going to teach you how to build a business. Everything from making slime to making Christmas tree decorations. We would work with them over maybe 12 weeks, and then we would get them like a stall at the market or whatever to sell their products.
Fantastic.
So we would do like the whole thing with them. We would do like Dragon's Den. Obviously, we wouldn't be too mean to the children again. Okay, so what's your plan? Are we going to make it work? I absolutely love doing it. It's so much fun. Anybody can get involved, any school.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so, and then we did it with a local scouts group, and we raised about £200 for them. So they worked in the most deprived area of Coventry. So for us to get £200 for them, where they could get better equipment, and we eventually got them a £500 grant as well. So that meant that they could get an allotment over lockdown, so they could continue to do their group outside. So it was really fantastic. Yeah.
So I mean, it's coming through that you've got a particular set of skills. Dun, dun, dun. Have you seen that Liam Neeson film Taken?
Yeah.
That's you. You got a particular set of skills where you can raise money for charities and people that need it. Have you ever thought of maybe putting together, I don't know, a quick report and just maybe giving it to charities and saying, look, this is what I've done to raise money for the charities and businesses I've been involved in as a gesture. Have this, go through this. There might be some ideas in there. I mean, hey, I'm not telling you to like not do your Virgin money work. But I'm saying, just because it comes across that you're giving back, you like to give back, you like to support, and I think that would be one way of you getting that out there. And I'd consider it.
Absolutely. So this was all just as I was working as a cashier or a banking advisor. I kind of progressed through the ranks, and this year I got promoted to growth manager in Birmingham. So
CEO. I'm telling you, girl.
And that just means that I get to do this almost as a full-time job. So my job is actually to grow the business, but they give me such a large reign to
go and do it. Oh, it's amazing, absolutely amazing, and it's come such a far away from where banks used to be. The bank, you got stuffy places, you go, you know. Trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. It sounds to me that you go to Virgin and you want to stay there for like the whole day. Like, oh, let's do this, let's go there, let's do that. My favorite question actually was this one. Tell us a secret about you that no one else knows.
Hi, I love to dance.
Woohoo!
I absolutely love to dance.
Okay.
That's the top and bottom of it. The moment I leave work, I'm always thinking about, right, I'm going to get on the dance floor.
Is there a particular type of dance you do, or a particular style of music that you like?
I'd do anything. I'm not picky at all.
Because I used to shake stuff.
Definitely. So I dance classes just before lockdown.
Yeah.
For different styles and things. So I do keep this one to myself. Don't tell many people, but as soon as I can, I think I'm just going to live it a little bit longer. I think for the other side of COVID, but then I'm going to start dance classes again.
Go for it, man. At the end of the day, if it's something that you enjoy, and I'll be honest, I mean, there's the power of music. And then combine it with movement. I mean, I ain't being funny. It doesn't matter what kind of mood you're in. If you put the right tune on, your foot will start tapping. And then if you got to get up and go make a cup of tea, you find yourself like shaking as you go pour the tea. It's like, oh, fantastic. Okay, so what 3 bits of advice would you give someone who was considering changing their bank account? Not necessarily to yourselves or anyone in particular, but you know, if someone was sat here now thinking, "Oh, I like that Amy Jacklin, she's talking real sense, she is." What should they be considering when they make that change? What should they be looking for? Those 3 kind of golden nuggets they should be considering.
Okay, so again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I will just say that. So I would say to them, think about what you want and what you need from a bank. So what channels do you like to use? Do you prefer to go in and speak to them face to face? Because having a store in their area is a big deal. If that's the case. I would say to them to really think about what they're looking for. So are they looking for customer service? Are they looking for these extra facilities that I've talked about? Or are they looking for, you know, are they looking for someone to have a professional talk with them and wants to be on the, you know, in the blazing suit and looking sharp and talking professionally to them?
Yeah.
And I would kind of say, you know, so in banking, some people say to me quite regularly, you know, you're more likely to change your partner than you are your bank account.
It's probably true, actually. I mean, people are loyal when it comes to their bank.
Absolutely. So for me, it's kind of saying, what does your bank do for you at the moment, and can they be doing more? So all of the things I've talked about today are things that you might not get normally, or you might get a little bit more of, you might get a little bit less of, but it's definitely down to the individual and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And definitely take it on a personal level. Don't do what you think is
don't let emotion cloud your judgment. That's what you're basically saying. I mean, you know, let's be honest, people are people, and I think a lot of decisions are made on bad experiences. I just want to say a quick hi to John Clapham. How you doing, man? Sorry about that. And people generally do make decisions based on bad experience, which is then based on emotion. But most certainly, I think what Virgin and the other banks are proving is now there's more choice, and that choice definitely can be more suitable to your life or lifestyle. So it's about making sure that they maximise on that.
What I will just say is, for anybody that is thinking about changing your banks, to have a look to see if they've got the current account switch agreement. And that means that if you do decide to switch your business current account or your personal current account, that actually if you do this and there is a guarantee, so the switch will be done in 7 days, 7 working days on the day you're choosing. So you can pick the day if you think, oh, my direct debits go out on this day, or they go out on that day. It just means that actually, if anything does go wrong, either bank is liable and they will put you back to the position you were beforehand. So actually, so again, I'm going to talk about all banks here. So there's a lot of offers that come around a couple of times a year to switch your bank account.
Yeah.
You know, if you are thinking about taking one of these offers up, so a couple of places will do a cash. They'll say, if you switch to us, we'll give you, you know, £100, £150. If you do decide to go for it, just know that you're guaranteed that nothing will go wrong, and if it does, you will be
covered. You're covered.
Absolutely. I've seen them loads of times. I don't think I've ever seen a problem, but if there was, you're guaranteed to be in a good position afterwards, or the same position.
Fantastic. Amy, Jacklin, absolutely amazing. You know, you are Virgin Money. If somebody wanted to know about Virgin Money, and they just said, I'm going to just speak to Amy Jacklin, they would get to know everything they needed to know to make a positive decision. Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your working day. Tell your boss thank you very much. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Is there anything that we can do to support you? Anyone who's watching right now or watching on replay later on?
All I'm going to ask is that if anybody's watching and you're unsure about your finances, or maybe you're a little bit worried. So again, going back to this financial education, I think there might be a lot of changes for a lot of people's finances in the next 3 to 6 months. Is don't bury your head in the sand. If you have concerns, go and speak to your bank. If they can't help you, they'll certainly be able to signpost you over to people that can help you. And it's just to have that open and honest conversation. Me personally, if you want to come and talk about your finances, or you want to come and see our store, or you just want to chat about anything, I can talk for days. So
You can talk, girl. I mean, if you could do me a favor when we finish and go back to the page and maybe just drop in your LinkedIn, where people can maybe reach out to you, or any other of your online handles. But at least if somebody does want to reach out and discuss it a little bit more, they can. But Amy, thank you so much. Thank you. Those people watching, thank you so much for watching and joining us today. If you are watching this on replay, as I say, Amy is going to leave all her details in the comments underneath the video. Brilliant. Thank you. Guys, have a fantastic Thursday. Amy, don't go anywhere. We'll have a little bit of a debrief. And I shall see you all next week. Toodle pip.
See you later. Bye.